Hello everyone, it's Georgia Sweeting, Crotata Telecom, and we're here at day one of Connected Britain. And I'm delighted to be joined by Dan Block, Senior Vice President of Global Solutions at Calix. Dan, thank you so much for joining me.
My pleasure.
So you guys have recently celebrated your 25th birthday. So congratulations firstly, but could you tell us a little bit about your journey to get to this milestone?
Sure. We started as a hardware provider initially, providing solutions for connectivity and building out networks. And our founder realized quickly that in order for us to provide more value for our customers, we had to deliver more than hardware. We also had to deliver software and create software capabilities that extended the use and the value of our platform. And that allowed us to become more than a hardware provider, but in fact, have a variety of different appliances for different use cases, but then software that adds a lot of value, provides opportunities for consolidation, improved OpEx, and now also a way to grow revenue.
Thank you. And so Wi-Fi 7 launched this year. And what kind of impact do you think that this will have for homes and businesses?
I think the idea about Wi-Fi 7 is really interesting. If you think about Wi-Fi 5, the theoretical maximum is 3.5 gigabits. Wi-Fi 6, 9.5. And with Wi-Fi 7, 46. So it quadruples, if not quintuples, speed. Yet the average connection to the home is a gig at best, occasionally 2 gig. So we'll never get exactly all of the value from it today. But what it does do is it gives you future proofing. It also allows much greater density of devices. And, if you look in the UK, we're starting to see 50 devices, connected devices in the average home.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll add some value.
Thank you. And just on that, networks are becoming more and more complex, and there's more and more devices, like you said, up to 50 in homes and offices even more.
Yeah.
What kind of challenge do you think this presents to broadband providers?
Well, it's a general challenge. Broadband service providers historically have provided connectivity and then had to grow into providing Wi-Fi and then managed Wi-Fi. And the proliferation of additional devices adds that complexity because to the home user, if my Netflix starts spinning around in a circle or a web page won't load, I blame one thing. And I kind of use Wi-Fi and the internet as a ubiquitous term, but it goes right back to the broadband service provider. So the broadband service provider gets put in the uncomfortable position of having to be able to manage the experience of the subscriber, even though they have no direct impact over that proliferation of devices. So it complicates things for the broadband service provider, and they have to contemplate the value of participating in the broader ecosystem versus the bad brand hit they take if there's a bad experience. It's difficult. And, empathy.
Yeah.
I have empathy for broadband service.
Yes. And do you think that, to get your opinion on this, do you think we'll soon see broadband providers moving away from a focus on speed as sort of center of their marketing and more instead focusing on quality of the services?
I think it's inevitable. The question is when. So we're starting to see it here in this industry. We see tier one providers like EE, for example, really being more focused on the type of experience, the type of persona that is using services, and they're targeting very specific messages around gaming, around protection. I think it's inevitable. We're at that stage where we've built much of the network out across the country, and we're acquiring subscribers, so that creates a race on speed and price. But that will equalize over time, and as there's consolidation in the industry, which will then create an opportunity to be very focused on experience, and that will create also ARPU growth opportunity as broadband service providers make the investments to kind of move up the value stack of how consumers use technology.
There's an interesting shift, isn't it?
Very much so.
And then finally, we heard you talk earlier today about your Smart Life solution. Could you just talk a little bit about what that is, explain in layman's terms, maybe to everyone that doesn't know what that might be?
Sure. For us, Smart Life is a way to extend into those different experiences. So what we've done is we've created a host of applications that can run on the gateway or the root up. And my American friends will have some fun with that word. and expand the types of use cases of things we can develop. And in fact, on the board behind us, we have all these different types of use cases. So here we have a variety of services that can work in the home. That includes things like parental controls, security, helping people manage their dark web presence and, scam watch, etc. We have use cases for small businesses who want to be able to provide guest networks, who want to have protected networks from a PCI compliance perspective for doing point of sale transactions, as well as manage employees. We have right there behind you, Smart MDU. So this is a set of solutions very focused on delivering for the use cases in a multiple dwelling unit, so apartment buildings or high density units. And then we also have Smart Town, which enables roaming outside of your domicile without losing the benefits of what you had when you were on your own Wi-Fi network. So you can walk about town with the dog or go visit a neighbor, but still be connected to your own life.
Thank you so much for that explanation, Dan. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope you have a great rest of your day at Make It Better.
And thank you for the time. It was nice to meet you.
Thank you. Yeah, you too.
Cheers.